Getting into this season, well, let's cover the off season because we haven't really got to do that on this pod too much. We haven't had a pod in a little while. Well, the biggest story probably would be the Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer stuff.
For sure.
You think that dominated the?
That dominated the summer.
Yeah.
The intricacies within that, how it worked, what can be proven, what can't be, where'd the money come from, can they trace it back to Ballmer? It was a company planting tree. The whole thing is nuts for Kawhi. The example that will be used is what everyone's kind of waiting on. How will he be?
But do you think other players in the NBA care and want to see the outcome of this?
Absolutely. I don't think other players care about something, more so Kawhi getting any type of money. It's more so a team being able to do that is what people care about. Because if that's the case, then we might as well just have no cap. And then everybody can just pay whatever you want. If you're just going to create companies or whatever, non-profit charity things where you're putting a lump sum of money for a player to have access to, at that point, we might as well just have baseball. It's just baseball, this thing.
Yeah.
So that's the problem I think people have. It's like, well, wait, I only make this one. He's able to get an extra $30 million because that's not fair. That's what I think people care
Especially
about.
when it's the richest owner by far. That was it. That was when I was doing
Not so much Kawhi making a certain amount of money. I don't think players are pocket watching other players. I think it's just the outlook of what they're doing. It's like, that's cheating.
Right.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
So now, can it be proven to a point where Ballmer gets, loses picks for 5 years or gets a I don't even know what that fine would look like. It'd probably be something sick.
I'm sure you can afford it. It's fine.
That's the problem either. It's going to be a slap on the wrist to him. The picks could set them back. You get 5 years, no picks. That could be very detrimental to them.
They already don't have a lot of picks. So.
They don't have a lot of picks, yeah. We're talking about a team whose average age is 34.
Yeah.
I belong in that team.
Average age is older than you.
Yeah, the average age, oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's the actual average age, but
right.
they're older though.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
But as a player, do you think they feel a cloud over their season? Like, do you think that's in and out of in training camp and preseason
it's
so far?
It's so
People are
owner
thinking
related.
about it? Yeah.
I guarantee you, Ty Lue came like, okay, listen, guys, there's an investigation going on our team. It has nothing to do with anybody in this room.
Yeah.
And all the players will play this year, and all the coaches are going to coach. So all that other stuff is outside of us. He's already built our arena. We got our practice facility. We got everything we need. Now, where the franchise goes with this as a penalty for the next 10 years, ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Half of y'all in this room ain't going to be here.
Yeah.
So
this is Chris Paul's last season. There's a lot of guys. James Harden, who I keep thinking it's going to be his last good season, but he keeps getting.
yeah.
Keeps
it's like a glooming cloud of something that won't affect anybody there.
Right.
I don't think should have an issue in the team. I remember my last year playing the Clippers. I didn't know it was my last year playing the Clippers, but they're announcing our new team plane, our new team arena that they were going to build. Ballmer was, and we were all hype. And we're like, oh my God, this arena looks sick. We're like, when's it going to be done? Like 2024. We're like, mind you, it's like 2016. We're all like, it's like 8 years from now, Steve. The only one that might be here is Blake.
Yeah.
Blake's like, I'm not going to be here. Nobody was there at like 3 years later. So. Yeah, I don't think this is going to affect their team right now, no. And they do have a good team on paper. They're a team that a lot of people are slept on about. They had some key add-ons this year that were slept on due to their maybe performance at their previous places, but are good players. John Collins isn't a name that screams a lot of excitement. John Collins is a really good basketball player.
Right.
He's been proven that when on a good team, he can actually be very serviceable like he was with the Hawks, right? So he's in Utah the past couple of years. They weren't a competitive team, kind of just float
when you're
away.
On a team trying to lose and you're playing well, it's hard to gauge.
No one
exactly
cares.
How good the guy
no
is.
one, no one cares. A
Yeah.
and B. Every good game or numbers you put up are skewed due to the fact that like somebody has to put up numbers on a team like that, and like you're playing meaningless games. It's different when there's pressure and you have a role and you have a good backup behind you, and you only have your amount of minutes and you have to perform. That's a whole different thing from just being one of the few good players in a bad team. You're like, all right, I'll play 37 minutes a night. I'll go put up something.
Yeah.
Two different things. Now he's on a team where he's slotted. He's next to Zubac. He's got a bunch of players around him that are very talented. Brad Beal, a guy who hasn't really panned out the past few years in Phoenix, didn't fit well there. Now he's got a new role again. You know what I mean? Can he adjust here? He's still Brad Beal. I'm one of the people just think like Brad Beal lost his talent. I still think Brad Beal's a guy in the league that can give you 20 a game. Now, I'm not saying they need him on this team to do that. I still think he has that type of capability.
Yeah.
So, although I don't think he's going to average those numbers this year just due to the, how many players they have.
Look at the team, they don't need to. This
exactly.
Isn't the thing where Phoenix was like, we need the missing piece. Brad Beal come in.
That's the thing. It's like, Brad, if you can get like, if they can get like 10 to 12 off the bench or if he's starting, whatever the case may be with Brad, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have him, they have John Collins. They've added these type of players to where they're pretty dangerous when you look
Even
on
a guy like Brook Lopez. They just have a bunch of different.
Again,
looks they can
another
throw out there.
castaway. So it's like they've grabbed some good players under the radar to amass to this like really good team on paper. We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah.